Welcome back to Reality Scream with Mac and John. Real talk, real people, real classy. Wait, classy? There is nothing classy about those two idiots.
Welcome back. Appreciate you guys tuning back in.
Welcome back to episode 9 of Reality Scream, where we try to make this planet feel a little bit more like home.
I thought it was 21.
Damn you.
Episode-
No, it's 9! It's 9, Michael.
9.
99999. This is the German episode of the Reality Scream.
Shout out to
Do not.
German listener.
I was about to say, I've been listening to a lot of Two Beers, One Cave lately.
That's a good podcast.
I restarted it over now that I work where I can listen to podcasts every day, all day now. And I'm caught up with most of them that I listen to. So yeah, I just was like, I'm going to just restart Two Beers, One Cave.
It's a good podcast.
It's so funny.
I only listen to one. I only got time for one. It's just Bad Friends.
They're on my list that I'm going to throw
I
up.
think Bobby and Andrew are just so fucking funny together. So I just,
Like Tom and Bert.
I'd listen to more. I would go back to listening to Your Mom's House if I had more time. But it's just been Bad Friends. It's been an enjoyable experience.
Oh yeah, I mean I do listen to. I guess we're going to start this podcast by talking about other podcasts.
Other podcasts.
I listen to several really. They mentioned it before. I listened to Time Suck. Time Suck. I'm wearing a shirt of it.
Yeah, you recommended that one.
Highly recommend it. Comedian Dan Cummins goes over serial killers, conspiracy theories, you name it, he's got it. And his Patreon is called The Secret Suck, and we are space lizards. I am a space lizard. I do come from the middle of the Earth, and I believe that space lizards, like scrolls, are in the government trying to take over.
Wait, really?
Yeah, totally.
You really believe that?
Yep. Anyway, and he also has a couple of other podcasts. I also listen to Middle of Somewhere, but run by two other comedians that I highly recommend. Just two buddies, just talking it up. Chad Daniels, I highly recommend Chad Daniels. His comedy, he's so fucking funny.
Yeah,
so fucking funny. He's one of the comedians I really want to see live. And then Cy Amundsen, who also apparently used to work for ESPN. Yeah, whatever, but he's a comedian too. They're really funny together. And then Two Bears, One Cave, and a Small Town Murder.
Two Bears, One Cave, man. Hell yeah. Not like they need a shout out from us, right?
Yeah. I was like, I'm just not going to stop describing all these podcasts.
It's great.
Just
No. It's just, there's some really good podcasts out there. I haven't checked out Bill Burr's podcast in a long fucking time. That was the first podcast I ever got into. Bill Burr. That was back in 2011. That's when I was still in college.
Man.
He was funny. He had the shittiest mic, and his audio always sounded shitty, but it was just so funny because he would just fucking ramble on.
That's always the best.
It's just like a stand-up. He would just complain and
just yell into the mic.
Yeah, and then get sidetracked and get angry. It's just the funniest shit. I don't know, but I haven't checked that out in a while. I think he's actually got a studio now where he records video and shit. So I'm gonna have to look into that. But yeah, we're back. Wait, did we introduce Mac?
You're Mac.
I'm Mac.
In case you forgot, I am John.
It's John.
And some house cleaning before we really get in.
House cleaning.
Just a reminder that we do have some social media accounts, even though we really haven't posted on them, but we will soon. On Instagram and Threads, it's Reality Scream Podcast, all one word. TikTok, it's Reality Scream Sits. And you can also find me on Instagram as John Taylor Y if you care to follow me if you haven't already. And Matt is not on social media because he is part of the Third Reich.
Hey, how'd you know? The Fourth Reich.
I see the tattoo on your back.
Yeah.
I've seen you with a shaved head before.
Dude, I was thinking about going. I was actually thinking about going back to that too. I'm tired of this long ass hair, but TikTok. I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to delete that. Fuck TikTok. Fuck China's government trying to take my information. Okay.
If you wanna post anything or get right now, it's one of those things where it's like you post on it to get any sort of view. I will get some like audience views or whatever you want to call it. On TikTok, but I use it for my art. SideQuest Designs on TikTok and Instagram. There's an underscore between
Love that name.
Quest. Thank you. And Designs.
Check out his shit. He's got some of the best looking artwork I have seen.
I haven't drawn in a minute, but please go look at it, because there's some stuff on there that it takes a lot for me to say this, so believe it when I say that I believe. I feel this, whatever I mean. There's stuff on there that I am actually proud of, which says a lot coming from me, because I'm not very proud of a lot of things I do. Anyway, but please go check that out if you wouldn't mind. But anyway, this is episode 9. Apparently, as of last episode, episode 8, we are now on Spotify and on Apple Music. That's right. Icon. So if you will, please follow us on those as well, and rate and review us. If you would, give us 5 stars. Apparently, it helps with ratings and all that good shit.
Is that how iTunes works? I didn't know.
Yes, that's what I hear from the podcast that I am obsessed. Please give us 5 stars. It will help them go up the charts. Therefore, more audience.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. You can have more people hear us complain or talk. Or
we'll eventually get a Patreon too. That's going to be a little bit down the road.
Yeah.
Probably going to start recording some live footage.
Yeah. Spreading our cheeks for the cam.
Doing audio and live footage. Spreading cheeks for the cam. Yeah, sure.
Visuals.
So yeah, we've got a lot coming down the pipe. Maybe some more YouTube content. I don't know. We'll see.
Some pipe work.
I'm old and slow and tired all the time, so we'll see.
And I am slightly not as old. Still very freaking tired. And, miserable but happy.
When you're dad, that adds 10 years. So
I definitely
you're
feel
up
it.
there with me. So
I didn't do any. This morning, I think I was bringing groceries in, and it's not like I carried anything heavy, but I felt like I pulled something in my back. And this happens quite often. There's always something wrong with my body nowadays.
Yeah, I feel that. I can respect that.
Yeah.
The job I do is not always. It's very well. I wouldn't say it's super physical. It's just I'm on my feet like 99% of the time. So
yeah,
very exhausting.
You used to only be on your knees all the time. So is it
true
glad that you moved up?
True.
Moved up in life.
I wish I was still on the knees though, because it took a while for them to get calloused, and as soon as they finally did, now it's like, oh, now I'm on my feet.
It's easier on the hips.
Yeah, But I had a pretty good. I had a decent past week. Birthday. July was a great month. Birthday month. I enjoyed. I had a couple issues though last week. When you get my age, you don't really care about
47
in parties.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm 47. My favorite. The only thing I want to do on my birthday is just hang out with the family, which is what I got to do, which I was very happy about. The only thing, like, I don't ask for gifts. I don't ask.
Tough
the only
shit.
thing, I just want to hang out with family and drink a couple beers and watch whatever the fuck's on TV or whatever. Just hang out. Maybe play Monopoly. It's my favorite board game. And so the only thing I really, I like when people tell me happy birthday. That's really the only...
hold on. I did text you, right?
Yeah. This is the only gift. The only thing that I consider as a gift on my birthday, as old as I am, is someone just saying happy birthday, acknowledging my birthday.
Just text me.
Birthday. Just saying, hey,
you don't have to
great.
call.
You don't have to call.
Just
text. I would say send me something on social media. I don't have social media.
He does not.
Just hey, happy birthday. I love that shit. It goes a long way. It just lets me know that you fucking care.
Yeah.
I didn't get that from my father.
Wow. Okay.
That's the first birthday. He didn't text me. Saying happy birthday. Yeah, that's right. That's what I said.
Well,
I was like,
hold on.
Shit.
Would you rather have your dad not text you on your birthday, or it be your dead dad's birthday? I don't know.
Wait a minute. We took a left turn here. All of a sudden.
I was just trying.
It got even worse.
I'm just trying to bring a smile to your face.
No, I get it.
That's all I was trying to do.
And I love you for that. That's how you are. But listen, it was weird because this is the first time it ever happened. My dad would always text me at least, "Hey, happy birthday, buddy. Miss you. Love you." Same text every year. Love that text.
Mhm.
You know, love my father. A lot of people don't know he's technically my stepfather, not my biological father, but he came into my life very early, young age.
Yeah.
So I see him as nothing but my father.
Of course.
So it was very weird that he didn't message me.
I almost want to guarantee you that it's not to get into. I'm not going to, since I put this on Facebook and there are, just in case, some of family hears this, I'm not going to really speak to it, but I'm sure it's not intentional.
I'm sure it's not.
It doesn't help the stain, I know.
When it's every year though, and then all of a sudden you miss one.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know. My father and I had a weird relationship. My father was more of a physical, hands-on kind of guy. He likes working on cars, build stuff. Shit
Very
like
much
that.
so.
I like to watch.
He's
movies.
a man's man.
Yeah.
Kind of guy.
Yeah, he's a man's man.
Great guy.
Nothing wrong with that. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't know how to keep my, tire rotation, oil change, keep my car running, on, rubber, Band-Aids and shit.
Rubber Band-Aids.
I did learn, quite a lot, construction-wise that most normal people don't know.
He does great work, too.
Yeah, he's a great craftsman.
Like that house that we rented, or we lived in, that used to be his down in Olive Branch before we moved up here. That he had extended onto.
He's good. I'm telling you.
Like
he's good.
He put in our garage that we live. I almost said the garage that we live in now. In the house that we live in, our garage. He sat there. If he lived up here, he would He would help us out so much with the house.
Absolutely.
But,
cars, house, everything.
Yeah. One weekend, he just put in a bunch more outlets in the garage. He said, "Where do you want them, man?" I'm like, "I don't know." Why are you asking me,
Dad? That's just his generation, though.
Oh, I love him
the
for
handyman.
Yeah.
He's if he's not doing something,
he's not. Yeah,
it feels weird to him.
Yeah, and
he's got a list. He's always got a list.
And his house,
stuff to do.
Not to turn it into the podcast, but
he's got a great house.
The house he lives in now, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I love it.
And it's like it doesn't. You pull up to it, and you're like, it doesn't look that big, but then again, it does, and it's like it's
one of those awesome houses where you enter on the second floor.
Yeah, and you're not really expecting it either.
Yeah, and it's not even a basement. It's just like there's the first floor, and it's fucking finished, and it's nice.
And even how great it is now, he's done so much to it to make it even better. Like that basement is pretty much finished.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, if I had this house, the things I would do, like he has like a little side room inside his basement. I'm like, this would be great for a studio.
Yeah.
Or a workout room.
Yeah, he's got a shit ton of fucking rooms in that.
I'm pretty sure he has the Avengers poster that you gave him, or the wall cut, whatever it was, the movie cutout.
Yeah,
something Avengers related. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you gave it to him. It's in there.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Oh yeah, great guy. So I'm pretty sure
one of my favorite people.
Yeah.
A lot of my humor is based off of his. I got sarcasm and stuff like that.
You're a lot meaner than he is, though.
Me? What? Maybe.
To me, at least. He's nice to me.
Shut
up. You're just a dick.
A big old D. That's true. But I love the guy. But maybe he just got dad brain. Just forget some stuff. But like I said, it was every year. Happy birthday, bud. Miss you. Love you. Except this year.
How often do you talk to him?
I text him from time to time.
Yeah.
Father's Day was the last time I texted him.
That's the last time I talked to my biological dad.
But I plan on, whenever everybody ends up going back down there, I want to go to, kind of want to organize something. Go back down there, hang out with them. But like I said, it broke my heart a little bit.
Well, I don't know. I am so sorry. You said broke your heart, and I, for some reason, went to dad-related. What broke my heart the most came to dad.
Yeah.
I guess we can share it. Well, we're very open on this podcast. We're very
sure, absolutely.
Very. You look like you had like you didn't believe that when you said it. yeah, sure. Absolutely.
I believe it.
The most heartbreaking thing I think I felt was when technically my stepdad, same thing. My dad, when he passed, was a realization that he had and will never meet August.
Yeah.
That fucking
Shitty feeling. Yeah.
that broke my fucking heart.
Yeah.
Still breaks my heart to this day.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about other stuff because you're not here to listen. Let's talk about this shit.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
it's a little sad sack, but yeah, we can move on. The fucking you know, this week I've been talking shit a lot. You know, I work in the movie theater industry, so I'm talking shit about superhero movies. I don't know why I've gotten so so cynical about those fucking things now. I don't know. I'm just tired of them.
Yeah.
Just tired of them. And it's not because I don't want to watch superhero movies anymore.
Do you feel like they're overdone at this point?
Or it's just too much.
There's no originality.
I'm gonna give Blue Beetle a shot.
I mean,
You
George
know, 'cause
Lopez is in it.
That's supposed to be like DC's Spider-Man. So if it doesn't turn out, I think that's it for me. I don't think I'm gonna see him anymore. I might rent it or something
On streaming platforms to watch them.
Yeah, the legal ones. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just really burned out on them. And the last after what was it, Secret Invasion?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, I couldn't tell you how hyped I was for this show. I was very excited.
Know.
They said it was going to be an adult-oriented show. It's going to be a lot more serious. And the first episode, I was like, okay, all right, they kill Hill. I don't like it, but they kill Hill.
I don't think anyone liked that.
Nobody fucking liked that shit. I'm tired of them feeling like they have to kill off older characters. It's so fucking stupid.
It started when they killed Bambi's mom.
It just went downhill from there.
It went downhill from there.
What fucking hell, man?
Evil stepsisters, man.
Damn, shit, man. That was some time ago. But yeah, I just
Witch of the West Side.
I'm just tired because it feels like they're just vomiting shit out. They're just throwing shit out there
Just to have it.
to move the story along, and I feel like they're gonna do this thing where they did with the Star Wars series, where they're just gonna be like, let's just throw it out there, get it out there, and then we'll come up with something as we're going, and then pray that at the end it'll come to a real nice crescendo, you know?
Yeah.
And then look what happened to Star Wars. It didn't. Most people hated it. So I'm just fucking tired of it, and I hate it. And the new Star Wars series started off like enjoyable. I thought it was a fun. The first one, what was it? I can't remember the name of it, but
Mandalorian
episode
or
7. Thought it was a pretty fun movie.
The Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens.
The first one where they came back with.
Yeah.
The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
That, in my opinion, is the best one.
Pretty solid movie. I didn't like Rey's character. I didn't like I don't know what the Force is. I just found out what it was last Tuesday, but all of a sudden I know how to do all this mind shit. That was fucking weird. Okay.
That's how the Force works, though, baby.
All that Mary Lou shit, that's fucking weird. Okay? Not even Luke could do that, and everybody has come to an agreement that Luke is the most powerful Jedi ever.
Hold on. What do you mean all this Mary Lou shit?
Oh, like, it's just, there's no reason to why she's as good at it's just, she has crazy plot armor. Like, she can't ever be bested.
Why all of a sudden she's an OP character, kind of?
Yeah, it's just
untouchable.
Random. There's no reason for it. There's no growth. And that's why Marvel, starting with Iron Man on, was so great because there was so much character development. Tony was such a complex fucking character.
Mm-hmm.
And though I didn't like Iron Man 3, there was reason for it because we really got to see into his psyche. But we don't see that shit.
See the anxiety.
And the anxiety. Dude, the hit guy has got the fucking world on his shoulder.
Yeah.
He thinks he's got to pay for all the sins of his past because
he's getting flashbacks.
He helped kill all these people.
Yeah,
he's fucking existential crisis. And then he's trying to start a life with his wife, but he feels like he can't because he doesn't deserve it. That's fucking complexity.
Yeah, she's off making, companies like
doing his job. Yeah.
Ploop, Plop, whatever it is where she sells.
Let's not talk about the actress behind this character. But Tony was such a complex character. Captain America was a fucking complex character. He was ready to throw away his ties to his country that he fought for and gave his life for in the past for his friend Bucky. These are complex characters. Even Falcon, when he first was introduced, there was complexity to it because he was discussing about the
Real life issues.
the mental issues he's still dealing with what he saw in combat, and now he's here at the VA, and then you see him he's leading a
It's human.
sort of a what is it called, like a
Support circle.
support circle. He's sitting there and he's leading. He's trying to help these people move on because he had the same issues. These are character complexities.
He's
These are
being a
complex
positive role
character.
model other
Exactly.
than being a superhero.
There has been growth in these characters.
Oh, absolutely.
Every single person. And it didn't matter if it was male or female. It's just these characters were written well. Even a Black Widow, she didn't have her own movie until 2020 when it came out finally. But we understand the complexity because she had a horrible upbringing. She was part of a weird rogue assassin, whatever the fuck. And her and the relationship between her and Barton was so real.
Oh yeah.
And authentic. That's why that's one of the reasons why I love Infinity War. You just, all this characters were dying left and right. But here's the thing, I wasn't fucking pissed about it because they were respected and their lives came to a crescendo.
You weren't pissed at how they died?
No. They
You felt the hurt from it.
I felt the hurt from it.
Because you could see the hurt in the other characters' eyes. Yeah.
There's a decade of growth with these characters. And they don't want to do it again. They want to rush it, get shit out, because they want to do their weird fucking Young Avengers thing. Like, why can't you just take time with it like you did before?
Give us more stories with these characters.
You could do all-female shit. I don't give a fuck if you want to do all-female. There is plenty
The
of
Marvels is
great,
coming out.
There's plenty of great female characters they have
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. Miss Marvel was a great character, I thought they did. What was her name? Spectrum? The African-American version.
Spectrum is
She's fucking awesome. She's going to be great. She's probably going to be the best part of that movie.
beat the crap out of them.
And then
Scarlet Witch.
And then you have fucking Scarlet Witch. They fucking killed her off. God, they have a hard on for killing characters off.
Hill.
They killed her off. She was a great fucking character. We didn't see too much depth into her backstory, but she was there since the beginning, and she's always been there for Nick Fury. And fans are really dedicated to Nick Fury, so when we see a character like that, we kind of see her as like kind of a sister figure. So we're like, probably shouldn't have killed her fucking
Like
ass.
a package deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, when I think of Fury, I think of Hill. When I think of Hill, I think of Fury. I mean, they're there's a reason why they work so well together. And I'm really fucking tired of this shit. Now they're shoehorning in characters, and I'm still mad they disrespected She-Hulk the way they did because it was such a fun character. I've loved her ever since Ultron, Age of Ultron 2 comic book series. So I'm sorry, I don't mean to ramble. You get where I'm coming from, right? It's just, I don't get it. Take time. Why can't they take time?
Let it have some actual substance.
Yeah, the Eternals movie was god awful.
I mean,
But there was some great parts in it, and it moved the story along. I still don't know how you have something as expansive as the Eternals turn into something so boring, but whatever. Shang-Chi, best movie we had from that last phase.
Yeah. It was fun.
Had one of the most complex villains ever, the Mandarin. That dude was amazing.
I need to rewatch it. I saw it in theaters, but it was really good.
So good. Then
Yeah.
you have Shang-Chi. Where the fuck is he? Where the fuck is he?
He's.
It's been 4 years.
Has it?
2019, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, 2019. It's
It
been 4 fucking years.
Hold on now. You keep going.
It wasn't during COVID. It was right before COVID. It was 2019.
No, it was 2021, my man.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was after or before COVID.
According to the Google, its release date was September 3rd, 2021.
Okay, so it might have been just when I started back at the movie theater company. But anyways, okay, so it's been almost 2 years. What the fuck are we doing? This is such a good character.
Yeah.
His sister
Absolutely.
too. I loved his sister. Thought his sister was a fun character. I really enjoyed the complexity of her personality and her hate for her brother, but at the same time, more hate for her father. So they kind of team up to defeat their father who's being manipulated by some fucking astral dragon or some shit, trying to manipulate his brain to release him from his thing. So he's having this existential crisis because his mother or his wife who died, and he wants her back desperately. So his heart becomes poisoned with this fucking constant whispering in his head to come release this fucking dragon, and all the while he has to fight his son because at the end of the day, yeah, he loves his son, but he misses his wife and he loves his wife and he wants his wife back. So he thinks he's doing what's right, but no, he's actually just being manipulated. Complexity.
You know what? All I heard from the chit chat you just doing there, brother. All I could think of was that Anakin Skywalker. You know, he's trying to save that Padme, but you know, he's trying
Exactly.
He's, you know what I mean?
No, that's right.
He's using, you know, and then he gets persuaded by Senator Palpatine.
Yeah.
You know, come around downtown.
You should have said what is Senator
Palpatine.
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 Palpatine. Paprika. Senator Paprika.
Senator Paprika and all them. He does. You know what? The Sith is spicy. You know, it's the Spice Lords.
Then
not
you
the
have
Sith
Master Yogurt. He, you know, he's sitting there doing his thing.
Plain white yogurt.
He didn't even see it coming. I love it. No, but it's just
Obi-Wan Churro, you know, coming through.
Obi-Wan Churro. God, he's the best one. But I just
hello there.
I didn't mean to go on and ramble about it, but there's. I mean, I have passion for that
Please
series
ramble.
because it was a great. It was great. The first decade was great. I had my issues with it, you know, bits and pieces, but overall, I think it was a successful, you know, first run with the Marvel movies for that whole decade. Man, we had a whole decade with them. We grew up with them, practically.
I remember being so hyped for like when Civil War came out.
Oh my god!
And when Deadpool came out, just how like it's just stoked.
Yeah,
I was to go to get off work.
Yeah,
to go see those movies.
Civil War is one of the Marvel movies where I just honestly I can't think of an issue I had with it. That's
one of those where like I don't really care that it's not so like so right on par with the comics.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like that one. Plus we got that's where we got introduced to Tom Holland.
Yeah. I mean, you talking about? I mean, he's not the best Spider-Man, but he's a fucking fantastic Spider-Man, and I'm glad he's here as Spider-Man.
You know, to be honest with you, I don't give a flying fluhookie what movie we get next.
Yeah.
I just want to freaking one of the three. I don't care. Give me one of them. I'm happy no matter what.
Give me something.
Because I love all three of them.
I love them all.
I feel like
Andrew didn't get the most fair shot, so
absolutely.
I would like.
I loved him as
I would like
Parker.
a fourth one with him.
We need a third one with him.
Third. That's what it was. Sorry, I'm thinking of Toby. Toby, I think needs to just. He's done. I don't think he would, even if we offered, I don't think he would do it.
I saw something today where being in No Way Home actually sparked his interest or his love for acting again, where he'd want to be in TV and movies again. Because he said that being with Andrew and Tom was actually felt like a brotherhood.
They
Which
did
is
the bond the three of them shared was incredible in that movie, and that's why I don't think that movie's great just because nostalgia purposes. I think it's great because it was written well, and I think the acting was superior to any other superhero movie we've had since, I would probably say, Infinity War.
That might be one of my favorite movies, superheroes, if not movies of all time. But I think I've only seen it once, to be honest with you. I saw it in theaters.
I'm not surprised. To be fair,
maybe twice.
The amount of emotion it draws out of you, that film, it can get exhausting. So I can see why people would,
I'm already so exhausted all the time.
Just being a dad. It doesn't
being a dad working.
Adds 10 years. But look, I understand. I watched it a month or two ago. That was the first time I watched it since I saw it in theaters.
See what happened, because with that movie, even though we kind of knew some, like we were all guessing, we had our superstitions on on Toby and Andrew showing up, but it was never confirmed. They did such a great job, and then after that, they didn't give a fuck. I will keep saying it for Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. If they didn't put that teaser trailer out or whatever it was, where they showed the Illuminati coming in, like, I think if they would have left that out of those trailers, it would have made them actually seeing the movie for the first time so much the kids are seeing. That was cringy as hell.
I don't know why they did that. I feel that's weird coming from Sam Raimi. And
they seem to keep on doing that too.
I like some of the horror aspects of that movie. I thought it was great.
It
was obvious it was Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
He has a passion for horror.
When they had that moment, I think she was crawling out of the wall or something.
Yeah.
Where it felt Evil Dead.
That's what I'm saying. Evil Dead 2013, bro.
I felt it, and I'm like, yes, I'm here for it. But
that didn't save the movie.
No.
I don't like how Disney, again, just threw away one of their most fucking beloved Avengers. Scarlet Witch. She is a cosmic entity, and she was somehow manipulated by the Darkhold.
This will always
How the fuck does that make sense?
We might as well change the name of this podcast to Reality Scream, us complaining about the Multiverse of Madness.
Fuck Kevin Feige.
Hey.
I don't like saying it because, he did bring us some of the best fucking Marvel movies ever, but
that's like saying...
Right now, it's like he's just not giving a shit. Now, I would like to say that the Ant-Man movie gave me some hope.
Quantumania
was a fun fucking movie.
It was a solid movie.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I liked the colors. I liked the CGI. Wasn't too...
I like the colors of it.
No, seriously. The colors, the vibrance of being in the quantum realm.
It was a funny
movie. It was fun. The daughter, by the way,
did a great job.
Which is great. And she wasn't written like some fucking weird Twitter kid. She cared about people. She went out there and she protested. And she was with the protesters about whatever the fuck she was protesting about. And she cared about people. Ant-Man only cared about his daughter and his wife and his family, which is fine. But there's complexity in that relationship. Yeah. You know, she wants to help people. He wants to keep her alive. She's not ready. But her dialogue was written well. The character was written well. It was acted really well. I loved everybody in that movie. It was a fun film.
MODOK was hilarious.
MODOK was funny. I wish they didn't make him hilarious. They should have made him an actual villain.
Yeah. What was it? Don't be a douchebag or don't be an asshead?
I can't remember. I saw the movie once.
Same.
But I know MODOK should have been an actual main villain.
Like an actual threat?
For a movie. Yeah. Just a movie
he should definitely be a threat.
Yeah. It's fucking
They
MODOK.
Disneyfied him.
What?
They Disneyfied him.
They made him too comical. I did laugh. I did have some... the actor's funny. So I did laugh, and I did enjoy the movie as a whole. Every Marvel movie has at least one or two gripes. You know, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be exactly like the comic books, like everybody
wants. Not with that attitude.
It. But overall, MODOK made me laugh. It was funny. And the movie, to me, 8 out of 10. I thought it was the best Marvel movie we had since Spider-Man. So
I'd give it a 8.5 at the highest.
Yeah, it did its job. It was fucking fun.
It was solid.
Yep.
Solid, entertaining, great.
Let's talk about Thor.
Hold on, before there was actually a few things I wanted to talk about in this podcast before. So I have seen a couple movies since. Does it have a timer on there? What was that?
We're only 30 minutes in.
Oh, we're great.
Yeah,
we're doing great.
We
had our little dark emotional moment.
Time.
Then we actually got into some stuff. So anyway, I've seen
cruise control.
So we now have Peacock.
Yeah.
Because I realized how cheap it was. It was like $2.99 for.
I get it free through Xfinity.
I get Mats for free. So I pay so much out the ass for AT&T, but at least they give me Mats. So I watch I get to see Friends.
God damn it.
Or what else? What do I actually watch on there that's come out? I used it to watch freaking Last of Us. Was great.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you have it? You need to watch it.
I'll have to binge it.
It's great. It's actually really good. And I actually haven't played. I know shame on me. I haven't played Last of Us, but it's on my list. Especially now that I have a PS5.
Great games.
We'll get into that in a minute. but we now have Peacock, so Super Mario Brothers movie was now put on it.
Yep.
So I finally
Peacock,
watched
yep.
it.
What'd you think?
Overall, it was a great movie. It was fun. It was cute, as they would say. A little. I don't know what I was expecting though, so I was a tiny bit disappointed. Matt just bobbled that bobblehead, so it made me giggle like a child. Anyway, but it was fun. I appreciated some of the little Easter eggs there, like the actual voice of Mario being in there at the beginning.
I think Charlie's favorite character.
I like that they kind of hinted at a Luigi's Mansion movie.
Luigi's Mansion.
Because as soon as I actually meant, Katie was like, you mentioned that they it would be cool if they did it. I mentioned a mansion.
You mentioned that they might do it. No, I saw it in trailers. I got excited. I hate Mario games. I really don't like. Well, I can't say I hate them. I don't care for them. Yeah, I'll say that. Never cared.
You're a hateful person.
I played 64 maybe a little bit, but I mainly just had more fun watching my brother play Mario 64. I played Sunshine. That game's always out to get me, so I'll never play that again.
I've played it a few times. Like, I think it's a great game.
Not Sunshine. Sorry, Party. Mario Party.
Oh, okay. Well, Sunshine though, I never finish it. I've played it on. I have it on GameCube. I have it on the Switch. I play it for a little while, but I never finish it.
Yeah.
Super Mario 64, I'll actually finish it.
Classic.
Yeah. Zelda is where it's at for me.
Zelda
is where I have a sweet spot for.
I still haven't had any desire to play it.
I'm telling you though, Breath of the Wild definitely, but Tears of the Kingdom's so freaking good. Now, to switch shifts there.
Hold on, I want to say what I want to say about Mario.
Say it.
I never cared for Mario, but I played Luigi's Mansion religiously. I played it religiously, and I couldn't tell you how many times I played that game. I beat it probably about 2 or 3 times, and I never got tired of it. And that's probably when I first really realized that, yeah, I don't like Mario, but I like Luigi. And not just Luigi.
Oh, Luigi number 1.
Luigi. But also Wario. So I watched that movie, the Mario movie, and I was excited. And I was like, why not? I figured they were going to wait for the next movie.
That was the character.
But Wario is another favorite character of mine.
Before I saw it, I kept seeing online where it's like, oh, it was obvious that there isn't someone in it, and I figured it was Yoshi. But then you see some Yoshi like right now.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah, and yeah, it must have been Wario and Waluigi.
So let me tell you the first experience I had with Wario. My grandmother wanted to buy for one Christmas. Bought my brother and I Virtual Boy.
Okay.
So we had. You ever see Virtual Boy? It's the 3D one. It's like a headset, right? And
what?
Yeah, and it has a little shitty tripod. And you look at. Hold on, I'm going to look it up on YouTube. Look for Virtual Boy on YouTube.
Don't do it.
You basically has a little tripod. You sit there. It takes like 9 AA batteries. Right here. Here we go.
That's so many.
Right here. So this fucking thing right here. Okay? It gives the game depth. So it makes it 3D. The first game I ever fell in love with, Nintendo
1995,
was called Wario's World 3D.
Oh.
And I played it to completion countless times. That game, though, my mom stopped buying me.
I'll play you to completion.
Because it needed like 9, like I said, 9 AA batteries. And you see that controller right there? You put no, it was 6. Okay, it was 6. So the controller
that's a lot.
Was heavy as shit, right? But oh my god, it was the greatest fucking. It's shit. It failed. It bombed. It was very.
It only
adventurous.
lasted for a year. It looks like.
Yeah, the fucking 3D technology did eventually go into 3D.
So did you have this tabletop thing that he has, or is that just something that
the
he
stand?
has in the video? what he has underneath there? Is that
no?
just
That's just
him?
arcade thing. He
Okay.
does, like, reviews on. We're looking at James' channel. Awesome guy, but this is what it is right here.
This
and you
is
would
so
stick your
far
head
ahead
in
of the time.
Yes, Nintendo.
This is the Kurt Cobain
This is
of Nintendo.
Yeah, this is when Nintendo was adventurous. Now it failed for him, but it was incredible, and I loved it. And you would get bad headaches though from it.
PSVR that I had because it gave me
Bad headaches.
because I remember you trying. Remember I got it.
Yeah.
I got it during quarantine. Put it in the comments of this, whatever you're listening to this on, and what you spent your what was it during quarantine COVID the money,
okay. So your
the checks that we got.
what was it, unemployment?
No, yes and no.
Well, the
$1,200
federal, the addition.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the okay. So you're talking about the oh crap! What was that shit called, man? Because I got $1,200 from it.
Whatever.
It was a fucking
Started with an S or an R. It felt
COVID
like.
relief or some shit.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Severance. No, it wasn't Severance.
I almost said Pell Grant.
Mario
was
was
going to
tennis.
college.
What the what?
But yeah, watch this shit. Watch how great. Look how it's just red. by
But
the
anyway,
way. it's just red all the time.
Oh no, that would give me a headache. I mean,
3D, look at that.
that's cool. That's so far ahead of 1995,
And
though.
the little covers around the eyes will literally black out everything around you. You can't see shit.
Oh, you'd
so
have
all you
to.
see is red. Like, oh, I had this game. Oh fuck, what game was this?
Ultimate Fighter.
I think this is one of the games because it came with a couple games, and I think it was this one. This was a punching game, but Mike Tyson, I think
Out.
the boxing game.
Let me ask you
Go
this:
ahead.
Did you ever get into the Dreamcast?
I played. A buddy of mine had a Dreamcast, and I played Jedi Outcast on it.
Jedi Outcast, yeah,
Yeah.
baby.
And that's when I got really obsessed with Star Wars. Was when I played Jedi Outcast on that. That was cool with the swords and shit.
Yeah.
That's where my love of Star Wars came from.
Wait, I don't know if Jedi Out. It might have
It
been.
was Jedi Academy, maybe.
Probably, but either way, I know what you're
Either
talking
one.
about. Yeah. Those were great games. I remember Jedi Outcast was so fun when it came to the multiplayer because
Yep.
like you could have this huge arena.
Yep.
And then just throw lightsabers at
Yep,
each other.
exactly.
That was my favorite thing.
Just stay
to
like
do.
a mile away from each other.
Just and you just do all your force powers.
Yep.
Just do lightning.
Yep.
Just jump high.
No one would
distances
ever
and
get
stuff.
close.
No.
Love
My
that shit.
favorite thing, because we had a Dreamcast, and I actually loved it.
Yeah.
I think it's like my perfect two, not my perfect two, but like my two nostalgic systems would be Dreamcast and GameCube. Right
GameCube
there.
for sure.
Right
for
there
me
for
as
me.
well. Yeah.
But on Dreamcast, we had Marvel vs. Capcom 2,
Ooh, okay.
which will forever be my favorite fighting game. Forever.
It's a good
Like-
series.
Like if it, like the ones after that never to me lived up to Marvel vs. Capcom
second
2.
one?
Yeah,
Games never do.
no.
Not when you're nostalgic.
But I get them every time. All the ones after, and they're pretty good. Like there was one where they did the Infinity Stones and added an extra like power aspect to it. But the second one, it's like I wish they would put it on the Switch, or is it somehow on the PS5? Because I would buy that in a heartbeat.
For which one?
The second one,
Oh,
like is it in like
it
the
could
classic
it could
series?
be because they do sell like a lot of the older games,
Yeah.
but they also have a lot of them available on their PlayStation Plus, like extra or essential.
Right. It is
Um,
essential.
Yeah, check it out. They probably do.
I'll look at it tonight. So that reminded me. So a few things I remember I wanted to talk about. So yes, I now
Go
have a PlayStation 5 now, and I love how just quick it is to just load literally anything.
Anything,
Even if you're just streaming, it just pops up.
even
like
old
that,
games.
which is I'm just talking about streaming.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
platforms. But yeah, great. But as far as loading goes, but yeah, I saw that Guardians of the Galaxy was on sale, and so I've been playing that.
What do you
today.
think? Where you at?
There's a few glitches. I'm in chapter 9, and I think there's 12. I have a guide beside me that I keep on to where I try to not miss any costumes. The one I got today was Bad Lord, where it's a jean jacket and mullet Star Lord.
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
Yeah.
this is my new favorite one.
love that one.
Yeah.
I currently, the last time I played, I'm gonna have to re-download it on my PlayStation. But the last time I played, I had everybody on the, I think it was Apocalypse, or what was
the Five Horsemen.
Five Horsemen.
I think
everybody's on that.
I think I missed one, but I have Rocket and Groot on that one right now. He looks so.
He looks insane, and I love it.
He has those like red veins going through him. Rocket has those glowing eyes.
Yep, Rocket looks great. I think Groot looks the best, and then Star Lord because he's got a mask.
Yeah, so far I've been really enjoying it. Other than a few glitches here and there.
The story
is pretty damn
incredible.
Good. I also though it's funny because the day after I got it because Nick and I met on lunch and I was like, hey, can you bring it with you? He's like, yeah, but I got you. So cool. It's like I walked into work and I just put it underneath my desk. But like I went and I got my oil changed the next day.
Yeah.
And while he's the guy's like looking through my car or whatever, not like looking through it. That sounds weird. But I have a Dwight Schrute bobblehead on there that he got me. Oh, that's awesome. And he's like, I also have like a the Golden Buddha Homer Simpson that I got from Loot Crate. He's like, he's like, so what game? He's like, do you play any games? And I'm like, oh yeah, right now I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom, and I forgot what he asked me. He mentioned a PS5, but I was like, oh, I actually got a PS5. He's like, you ever play Skyrim? And I'm like, yeah, of course. He's like, I promise you. He's like, you need to get it on the PS5. He's like, the wait times were so much shorter.
Yeah.
It was so much better. So I happened to look, and it was like the anniversary edition.
The anniversary
was on sale for $20.
The best one.
So it's like, so I downloaded it for future play. But right now, I took a break from Tears of the Kingdom to play Guardians of the Galaxy right now. I'm loving it. I'm glad I kind of waited till now to play it. I'm so glad I discovered that there's costumes.
Best Marvel game. To me, in my opinion, because I'm a story whore. It's all about a lot of people make fun of me for this, but I'll play on easy mode if it's a game I know that I want to focus mainly on the story. I want to experience the story and the characters and the development. Maybe it's because as a writer, that's something I mainly want to focus on, but. The story for Guardians of the Galaxy video game, best best comic book video game, period, ever for me.
For me, I would do Marvel Spider-Man for the PS4.
I can respect that.
I plan on getting it for the PS5 eventually, for sure, before 2 comes out, which is the main reason why I got a PS5, to be honest with you. Because until it kind of landed in my lap, as far as getting it
too.
Thank you, Nick, if you're listening to this, by the way. And thank you, by the way.
You're welcome.
Because it's just perfect timing, because I didn't even plan, think, or whatever, because we have a baby, we have a toddler, and that just happened to land in my lap. I didn't plan on getting one until who knows when, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But the only reason why I would have gotten one is for Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
So the
it's
first
a good reason though.
With Venom, and it's
the first one itself in Miles was incredible.
Yeah, you played Miles, right?
I did. I prefer Peter,
of course,
but I love the story.
Not of course.
I love the story.
I would only say of course because of how big the first game is compared to Miles Morales.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love Miles Morales. I can't say which one is my favorite, but I love them both dearly.
I remember as a comic book. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm not sure if you saw that it might have been leaked that Spider-Man 2 has co-op.
There's rumors,
perhaps,
but I don't. If it turns out to be in the game, of course, you and I are going to play it for sure.
Oh hell yeah,
100%. But
something we could stream.
Wario Land. Anyways, sorry, the videos.
That's something we could stream. If we could get it right, us playing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, no, that would be great. I would like to get it to where we can stream stuff. That's what's great about PlayStation 5. You can stream right off the console, record everybody's audio, get everything in first play. But I'm glad you're able to get a PlayStation 5.
I'm so happy.
When that game I told you about that came out a comes out on PlayStation on September 9th. I'm going to get you a copy. We're going to fucking play that game.
Okay.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be dope.
It's going to be dope.
So I just remembered, let me tell you, so we went to go see the Barbie movie.
I'm high as shit. Go ahead.
Hey.
Oh, yeah,
This is an all-American podcast here, my
It's going to be a baker's dozen here, Bob.
It's a baker's dozen here, Bob. So anyhow, we're in the middle of Sober October in August here. We're about a baker's dozen beers in.
Sober October in August?
This is a Sober October in August here, guys. Anyhow, I was going to listen. Don't mind that. I hope the listeners don't listen. I hope I hope you listen. And I hope you listen well there, guy. I hope you don't mind me change the accent here for the story, because I'm going to do it.
Yeah, please.
It's already here. So anyhow, so the wife and a friend, Amy, went to go see the Barbie movie last night.
Terrible.
Right? And so this is a story that I was going to tell you.
All about how
My life got turned upside down. So anyhow, a tradition for me, now that I'm up here living in the Michigan, and there's
Michigander.
Michigan, and apparently there's a few movie theaters down south where we both used to live, that have bars, but not when I lived down there. So anyhows, and I like the assigned seating here. Freaking love it.
The best.
The best. Where, for those who don't know, you can order your seats online, and it's assigned seating, and I'm pretty sure it's like that if you were to order it, like if you were to walk up to the counter and get your tickets, it would be assigned anyway. Yeah. So anyhow, going back to the ads and the story, it's assigned seating here, and they also have bars at the movie theaters. My drink of choice, if I were to have a beverage, and if I were to sit down at a movie theater, is to have a nice cold one, a nice beer hose of water,
Beer, yeah. We just got Dos Equis.
Yeah, the beer. No, we have Bud Light Platinum. Thank you. Hold on, sponsor break. This episode of Reality Stream is brought to you by BetterHelp and Bud Light Platinum.
At the same time.
We're going to get sued by BetterHelp.
They teamed up.
So anyhow, back to the story. The ad break is over now. There, guys.
If you can't find a therapist to help you with your brain stuff, you could just drink it away.
Bud Light Platinum. Or eat it with.
We're here for you.
Bud Light Platinum. We're here for you. Anyhow, so anyhows, I get two. Not that I have a problem or anything, but I get two tall blue moons.
Yeah,
and
delicious.
Delicious. Probably one of my top beers of choice.
Me too.
For
orange,
especially if
you get an orange with that.
He didn't offer it to me. Not to tell him the guy. He was a sweet guy though.
Was he tall? Weird hair? Or was he Middle Eastern?
What do you mean by he wasn't Middle Eastern? Excuse me. What do you mean by weird?
Is he tall?
Weird hair.
Weird hair. Like he's got like the partridge. He's got the partridge family hair.
No.
It's like a
it was like
shorter gentleman.
No.
Skinny.
No. I can't remember the Gerald, like from Hey Arnold. Like that kind of haircut almost. He was a sweet guy. He had a little bit of lift almost. It doesn't matter.
Bartender.
Yeah.
Not a manager.
I assume not, no.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
I know who you're talking about. Go ahead.
Either way, he was a sweet kid. I gave him a good tip.
He's a good guy.
Michael.
Chris.
I didn't say the name tag.
Tall guy.
I don't know, but he was a nice guy. He sounded like he would probably like anime. That was a weird assumption, but
I love African American.
Yes. Full disclosure. I love anime. And
I know who it is.
Okay, yeah.
That's why I'm laughing.
I feel like he and I would be friends, to be honest with you. I feel like I could probably sit there and talk to him if I wasn't about to go see a movie. Yeah. But anyway, so that's not the story at all. I give him a raise.
I used to work with him. That's why I'm so interested in asking.
Yeah. Full disclosure. So anyway, I did 2 blue moons, and so we're going, and again, assigned seating, so we know where we're sitting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Katie got the tickets, so and of course, how we're end of the row seaters. The 3 of us, my wife, our friend Amy, and I, all have social anxiety. And so we like to sit at the end, so we're like, we don't have to deal with a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, from what I told you earlier, I'm two-handing it. So I'm sipping on a beer, and then I ask for a lid for the other beer. And by the way, I went all out for the Barbie movie. Like, I wore my, I don't know if you've seen them, they're pink watermelons on it. I'm wearing that. I'm wearing my pink Mario shirt that I might have worn on when we last came over for your birthday. But over that, I'm wearing a pink hoodie. Persia Dre, Mike, shout out. I'm wearing his hoodie, so I'm in all pink.
Best rappist alive
in the Detroit area, other than Eminem. No.
Best rapper in D-Town.
We're not going to do that. So anyway, so I'm all out. I'm wearing all pink. Katie's wearing all black, which is hilarious to me. She got her hair cut short, and I'm still growing mine out. Or I haven't gotten it cut, so it's down to my nipples now.
Yeah, it's grown out,
so
bro.
It's funny because we're exact opposites. But anyway, so we're walking up. So we're the 3 end seats, right? So there's 1, 2 empty seats, and there's a woman sitting in my seat. And I'm already sipping my beer. I'm already feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, and Katie's like, no, she's sitting in our seat. I'm like, I'm sorry, you're in my seat. She's like, no, I'm not. I'm in fifth. It's 15 and 14. And I'm like, no, that's fifth. Wait.
Theater 15?
I was like, no, seat number.
Oh.
I was like, because we're row G, I think, and we got 18, 17, 16.
Yeah.
And she was sitting in 16. She was like, no, it's 15, 14. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. And I started to get in my hoodie to show her I sat there, I put my beers down in the cup holders of the empty seats. I'm like, I'm sorry. And and so long story short, and I'm already feeling pretty good,
Yeah.
The whole row had to move down. because not only her, but there was another empty spot between people. So 2 groups of people counted wrong. And she was like, oh, it's
Jesus.
Yeah, so it was like my
2 groups of stupid people.
My anxiety brain was like, I hate to talk to people because I didn't expect to, and I don't want to, and I'm having to make you move because you fucked up.
I'm going to tell you this right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you a secret.
Tell me.
Okay. Go tell an employee. An employee will tell a supervisor or manager. I find joy in telling people, looking at their tickets and go, yeah, you're stupid.
But that would look. I was.
Yeah, see, you're stupid. Get up and move.
I already had to put my 2 beers down. I don't have to leave them.
What? Are you gonna get into a fight? You should have double fisted
those
those
Let
beers.
me rephrase this.
Like, yo, move your shit.
Let me rephrase this. So me, a long-haired, heavily tattooed man, double fisting draft beers.
Oh shit!
Had to tell a woman and her little daughter to move, so I could sit down and watch the Barbie movie with my 2 beers.
That's so funny.
And then I had to sit down next to this woman and sip my beers
right next to her. Right?
As I drank the Barbie movie.
That's so funny. I love that shit.
As I'm decked out in pink.
I love that shit. Insult to injury. Let's talk about Barbie.
I thought
that movie was crap. It was ass. It was crap, and it was dog shit. But I'll tell you what. That's some of the best film marketing I've ever seen in my life.
Hashtag asterisk whatever. Sorry, Mom, if you're listening to this. Stop. I was intoxicated while watching it, so I thought it was pretty good. It had its funny moments. You had Will Ferrell in there.
Few and far between.
It was cringy from time to time, sure, but I thought it was funny for the most part. I thought
it's
it was
about to hit $1 billion. It's about to hit $1 billion.
Overall, I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Enjoyable movie. I had fun at least. But also for me,
watch it sober.
Also for me, hold on. If something happens so little, unfortunately, I can't help but to focus on it. So for most of the time, other than when I got out of my head and could actually focus on the movie, I was thinking about sitting like this, far away from the woman that I had to tell to move. Because I hated that. This is the worst possible moment.
Love it.
Uh,
Love it.
But yeah, people know where you're going.
People
No.
just sign seating is the best thing for a movie theater. Honestly,
As well as bars.
you know, bars. Hopefully, those will go away.
What?
For some reason, we live in a society now where alcohol needs to be accessed at all fucking time. I don't know why. Movie theater doesn't need to have fucking alcohol.
Michael, how many beers have you
It's
had
weird.
as we've recorded this podcast?
I'm fucking drunk and high. But here's the thing: I'm not a movie theater. Okay, movie theaters shouldn't have it. I think alcohol is becoming such a common thing right now.
Before we continue, that's right. Let's just say this moment to remind the listeners, as well as ourselves, that we are not our jobs. Therefore, you are not a movie theater. And I'm
That's
not
right.
a beep, because I'm not going to tell you what I do. I've already told you in previous episodes. If
Did
you
you say
have
thief?
Huh?
Did you say thief?
I said beep.
Oh, beep.
Beep as if censoring.
That's fine. Fuck.
Take a moment to thank you for listening. If you have,
I do appreciate. Yeah, we do appreciate you guys tuning in every week. It's been enjoyable.
to our rantings.
I'm glad. Even though I hate Apple, I'm glad we're finally on iTunes. And,
Me too.
You
I will actually
Spotify.
probably download and re-listen to the episodes just to kind of hear what we're saying and to remember.
So
an Apple.
yeah, fuck Apple. Anyways, God, we're gonna lose our sponsorships from Apple.
If we got sponsored by Apple, we're doing great.
Well, we're fucking rich.
We're doing great. I use Apple, by the way, so
That's a
do
two.
not say that.
That's a.
I have an iPhone and an iPad, don't you know?
Don't you know?
That I use for the arts side.
Well, look, listen. We're glad you guys tuned in. We appreciate it. We appreciate it greatly.
If you are listening, thank you.
But that's
We love you.
going to be it for us this week.
We're having fun. Yeah.
I think you heard enough from us.
I don't think so.
Let's all come together and pray that Marvel starts stepping up.
Pray to Odin.
Pray to Owen.
Pray to Owen Wilson. Wow.
Owen Wilson. Wow.
Pray to Owen Wilson and Matthew McConaughey that they pull it together.
All right.
All right.
Driving a Lincoln. Just pray that Marvel, Disney are going to get back on track. Hopefully, I don't think this new Marvel movie is going to be good.
Which one?
The Marvels.
Oh, the Marvels.
Just because Brie Larson is just fucking terrible as Captain Marvel. There's way better actresses for that. I'm not saying she's a bad actress.
Give me a list.
She's nominated. She's an Oscar nominated. I think she's an Oscar-winning actress.
Who would be better?
I would say what's her Alexandria Daddario would be good. It's Captain Marvel.
Because she has those crazy witch eyes. To quote New Girl.
She said witch eyes.
She has crazy witch eyes.
Zoe Deschanel would be. I'm just kidding. No, she would not be a good singer. No, there's just there's several that would have been better. You could have went with a no name instead of such a respected actress like Brie Larson. Brie Larson just doesn't bring out the best, I think, character.
And she was so great in Scott Pilgrim.
She was fucking awesome.
Indy Adams, I think her name was.
She was in a movie she won an Oscar for. I can't remember the name of it, but she was really fucking good in it. She's a good actress, but not everybody's meant to be a fucking superhero. Like, I wouldn't say, hey, Leonardo DiCaprio, play fucking Doctor Doom. Well, never mind. I probably won't.
I think honestly, why didn't they cast Leo as Adam Warlock? It would have been Golden
that
Boy.
Good. The guy they had, what's his name? Will Poultier.
Will Arnett.
Great guy, a great actor. Will Poultier, really good actor.
Yeah.
I think he did pretty good at Adam Warlock. That Guardians movie, I didn't care much for. It was just okay. It was okay. I like the.
I want to rewatch it, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to cry that heavy again.
Yeah, I liked everything that had to do with Rocket.
We knew it was coming.
That was incredible. Great writing. Very emotional. Too much emotion. It'll be a while before I watch it again. But that part was really good.
It's now on Disney Plus, by the way.
It is. It is.
And I saw it on there, and I was like, I'm not sure if I'm ready for this.
See, when you think of Marvel, I love the complexities. Sometimes you just want to watch something, popcorn flick. You just want to watch something that's fun.
Just have a good time.
You don't think too much. That's why Meg 2. I'm going to go watch Meg 2 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Um,
But you're not going to watch Across the Spider-Verse until it comes out.
no. I got a sweet setup in my.
I still haven't seen Die Hard.
I'm gonna watch it by myself. I got a sweet setup at home with Dolby Vision and Dolby lighting, Dolby sound, everything Dolby. It's gonna be fucking great.
Yeah, I have my little lights behind my TV that change color. It's so
That's
cool.
Right. It's fucking
I have
awesome.
my little sweet setup.
And I get to be by myself to enjoy it by myself. I love Miles. But yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. We can end on that note. It's been great. It's
Thank
been
you so
fun.
much. We love you.
Episode 9.
9.
That's right. I remember this time, not 37.
999.
But 9.
Dementia is getting better with him.
We would, yeah, a little better. You know, I'm getting up there in age. But,
Therapy is working.
We'll see you guys next week for the big 1-0, 10 episodes.
Double digits, baby.
That's right. We're hitting.
That's right.
Just think. We'll blink, and all of a sudden we'll be in episode 100. So.
And then we'll have to figure out something special.
Yeah, something special.
As well as 52 would be the big episode, too. That would be
52.
the 1 year.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Or episode 50.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. Okay. All right. We'll
Not to plan too far ahead.
But thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you. Love, peace, all that, bullshit.
Thank you for tuning in. Kiss. Kiss.